What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Undiagnosed Baddie. This is your girl, Bella, with your daily 10-minute podcast. Are y'all enjoying this so far? Are y'all really enjoying this so far? And the reason why I'm asking that is because, y'all, when you sit back and look at it, on March 31st, that was 90, because there's two, right? It was 92 days. No, we have February. Duh. So those were the other two. I had to sit back and think. I was like, girl, can you add? That was 90 days. It was 90 days of episodes when I was sick, when I was out, when I was about, when I didn't feel like doing it, when I was like, I don't feel as though I gave y'all any here damn episodes, but it was definitely some bitch, you're pushing it with posting at this time of night, right? You're definitely fucking pushing it. And it was because I was trying to make sure that I was authentic to the undiagnosed baddie part. But I realized even with strategy, I can continue to do the undiagnosed baddie part because I talk about so much stuff in one 10-minute episode. Now, let's go ahead and get into this, right? So I have some notes right here. And basically, I wanted to talk about today the stay until you hate them method by the let them method, okay? So, the stay until you hate them is a tactic for leaving. The let them method is a mindset for peace. Motherfucking peace. Now, let's get into this a little bit. So, stay until you hate them, right? The purpose is to gain the courage to leave by allowing the partner's negative behavior. Sometimes it's not even the courage. Sometimes you just have to make sure you got all your ducks in a line, in order, and you can just go about how you want it to go, right? Because you never know how someone is going to react. And or it's not about the courage of leaving. It's about making sure everything's lined up because how you know they will react. Come on now. Somebody hear me. Okay. The purpose of the let them theory is to reduce stress and regain personal power by accepting what you cannot control rather than change others. Now, I do motherfucking both. From what I have learned from the beginning is men want you to give them a blueprint of how they want you to give them a script. And once they get that script, that's it. It's no changing it because you gave them that script. So what I decided to do is men be like, well, what do you like? What do you look for in a man? A man, what you got to offer? I don't have any a list to give a man. Do I have a list? Absolutely. But I don't have a list to give a man simply because a man will get a list of 5 things and it only be those 5 things and he'll stick to those 5 things. And as soon as you say we need to add a 6 because this isn't working or I don't like this, I don't understand. This is what you said, right? And it's just like, are you fucking dumb or are you fucking dumb? Things change. So, getting back to the stay until you hate them method, right? It includes avoiding confrontation, pulling back emotionally, and just ignoring stuff. Now, with this comes wasted time, emotional damage, and somewhat they say it lowers your self-esteem. It really depends on who you are. The stay until you hate them method has helped me in different ways. I'm going to tell you how it helped me, and we'll just talk about this one. Talk about them together. All right. So the stay until you hate them. They will do some things right. They will do some things wrong. But again, when I say, if you tell a man, hey, this is what I like, this is what I expect, whoopty whoopty woo, they think that there doesn't need to be elevation in or change to make things better. What could be better if you told me everything you wanted? And it's because what I noticed in relationships is that one person is constantly working on themselves, loving themselves, evolving, and another person is just staying at the same, oh, I'm good right here. I'm good right here. So that's why they say don't fall in love with potential, because they could be good right here and they could say, oh, I see that you're an entrepreneur. I'm an entrepreneur. Or even if you're working, oh, I see you got your job. Da 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 da. We click. Whole time you at work to get a promotion. Whole time you doing all these things to level up, and they're still right here. Does that make them less of a person, less of a partner? And if they continuously talk about wanting to do better but don't do better, it makes them a horrible partner. When you say, hey, these are the things that I'm trying to do, these are the things that I'm trying to create, and I need more of this, but they're constantly staying right here while you're trying to move here. Like, okay, cool. When we got together, 100,000, 200,000 per was fine, right? So cool. But now I'm trying to reach here. Let me get to 3, and you still floating at what you was at, because it works for you, but that doesn't work for me. So now it's just like I have to let you continue to be where you want to be. You hear me? While I continue to do me. And in the meantime, in between time, if we link, if we still doing all the things, cool, fine, whatever. But I'm letting you stay somewhere where I told you everybody has to elevate and do different things. You know what I noticed? Ooh, let me put this down. I feel like I talked about that enough because my mind wants to go somewhere else. Welcome to Undiagnosed Baddie, where I'm going to talk about 84 different things in 10 minutes. When you date a man who is, so many women have talked about this, when you date a man who is like the financial provider for their family, like the end all be all for their family, it looked good walking down the street, but it's not good, you know what I'm saying, in your home, in your bed, in your life. Why is that? And that's because when you start to say, hey, grandma can't get her money, your mother can't get her money, your sister can't get her money, your daddy can't get your money, your brother can't get your money, you know what I'm saying, your extended family can't get your money, because we have to build something here. So now those people start wondering, why can't we have? And now it's stress on this person, right? You know how many times I've dealt with the man that was technically the breadwinner of the family or this particular immediate family, and everybody relies on him, even when he has his own kids, even when he has his own family, and even when he's trying to build his own family with me. And it's just like, y'all are the reason truly why he's not going to ever have I'm gonna say good woman, because other women will just be like, oh, okay, da, da, da. Those are women that don't want more. What comes into our house is for us, and a lot of men don't understand that. Like, once you get a woman, your household, she comes first. Your kids, that comes first. Everybody else outside of that doesn't come first when it comes to your money. And all shade, all tea. Let's be fucking real. So even if you want to tie it back into what I was talking about earlier, let them, right? If you say, hey, this isn't working, this is what we're building to, we're trying to get this house, this is how much it's gonna cost. You can't afford to give your cousin no fucking money. You can't afford to pay your little sister tuition. You can't afford to, you know what I'm saying, pay your mother light bill. Isn't she married? What is your dad not doing? Why isn't your dad being a man of the house that your mother claims that he's the king, he's the man of the house? He get the piece of the what it say? He get the big piece of chicken. I don't know why I had to get that out. It was coming too fast. Why you gotta help your father with the light bill, Stink? Why have you had to help your father? And I'm not saying tough times don't come, because baby, I know I've had them. But when you gotta help your dad 12 months out the year and he's working, allegedly, who's the man of the house, and what are we doing at this point? At this point, we got to start thinking bigger. If I have to keep paying your bills, I'm going to buy a house. Y'all going to get the in-law suite, and we just going to move it this way. But people don't like living under other people's rules, because it's going to be very fucking strict around here in my house and in my in-law suite, right? You could do whatever you want to do over there, but at the same time, you can't expect, it's going to be very strict financially. We're not going to keep giving out thousands and thousands of dollars. We got to see something come from that. What I'm saying is, let them Stay until you hate them, because you'll never look the fuck back. Trust me. You will hate their you'll hate their